Flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to get into the Friday the 13th full Pisces Moon Flight Tarot card reading for all my goddamn Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. And what a coincidence. Full Pisces Moon on you goddamn Pisces Flight Tarot card reading right now. Goddamn it. Full goddamn moon for you Sun, Moon, and Ascendants Pisces. Now, for the most part, we're going to jump right into you energies because here's the thing, right? This energy is going to be effective from right now all the way to September 23rd. Now, September 23rd is the beginning of us as a solar system traveling through goddamn Uriel feast season, aka the 7th house, aka fall and autumn, aka motherfucker Libra season in this motherfucker, and that's going through the goddamn 7th house, if I ain't already say that. So for the most part, we're going to get into your business and career, and we're going to talk about your love matters, and we're going to come to a general conclusion once we pull one card from the Dragon Oracle deck. Now, for the most part, I ain't going to waste no more motherfucking time. We're going to dive right into your guys' energies. Because I know y'all deal with the 12th house. God damn it, that's dealing with the dreams, illusions, creativity, and imagination, fantasy, supernatural, superstition, superficial, all that grandma energy and things of that nature. And all that energy that allow you to dive into your creative attributes or that shit that might slide you into an illusion and your ass is daydreaming. But for the most part, you're ruled by Jupiter. So for the most part, you like to put meaning and reasoning behind these dreams. Because anytime somebody take you out of this space, you can feel highly uncomfortable because you like to stay in this dream space. But for the most part, by you being ruled by Jupiter, you like to put meaning to these dreams. You like, there must be a meaning and reasoning why I'm getting these dreams. There must be a meaning and reasoning why I'm getting these influences and seeing things that's not of this realm of reality. That's when Jupiter is kicking in, when motherfucking Neptune, co-ruler, is helping your ass out with this 12th house energy. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, Jupiter is trying to put meaning and reasoning behind these things and extract the wisdom and knowledge of these dreams and these superstitions and these faith-like things. So this is a person that could take experiences within life and add a spiritual or higher nature to these things. But here's the thing. Sometimes you might be in a self-delusion and sometimes you might be spot on. But when it comes to your business and career, let's see how this plays out in that area, Pisces. Now, here's the thing, right? You're dealing with a 3 and a spade. Now, 3 represents your surrounding, and a spade represents an obstacle or opposing or cutting out of something. So based upon your business and career in some way, shape, or form, something in your surroundings is cutting you out of something dealing with your business and career. So this could be a person, place, or thing, or something that you're close to, or something that's familiar. Not just something up the street that you're not familiar with. Something that you're familiar with, but it's in your surroundings. It's in your close proximities. They're in your arm reach, whether it's a person, place, or thing. And they're cutting you out or opposing you from your business and career. Or it could be a circumstance, a situation where you're letting your environment and you're letting your surroundings take you out of your business and career. Or you may have a business and career within your surroundings, but it's treating you at odds right now. It's opposite to you right now. Like the people that's involved or the things that's involved is not going towards your favor. And it's a lot of different scenarios that you can manifest from this, but we just planted the first seed. So let's see how this movie is going to play out for you guys when it comes to your business and career. So for the most part, you have 2 of diamonds. Now 2 means someone else. 2 always going to mean duality. It always means someone else. Ace represents you as an individual. 2 means someone else. Now, someone else is coming to you in the form of a diamond, which in a diamond represents a triangle, which is a gift or positive energy. So things not looking too bad when it comes to your surroundings and what's ever cutting you out of your surroundings. Because what's ever cutting you out of your surroundings, or your surroundings may just be cutting you out as a whole. You may have grew out of your surroundings in some way, shape, or form. And this doesn't necessarily mean moving or anything of that nature. This can mean getting a new job. This can mean redecorating your room. This can mean feeling in a different space within your surroundings, or thinking differently about the people in your surroundings. But it's opposing in some way, shape, or form, where it's something is changing opposite to how it previously was. And just doing that is going to bring effect where another person is going to bring a triangle to you. It's going to bring a gift or positive energy by you being able to do this. So whether it's old outdated ways of thinking, or whether in business and career, or something in your surroundings that's opposing you, and maybe giving you a hard time within your business and career based upon what's this in your surroundings that's opposing you, whether it's a person, place, or thing. But another individual, that's going to bring another individual that brings a gift or positive energy from this negative energy that you are experiencing currently. If you didn't, if this person haven't came yet. So now let's see the outcome for all my Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants in this motherfucker. Alright, let's see the general outcome when it comes to business and career. Because your business and career is something going on in your surroundings that's not in your favor when it comes to your job, business, and career. But another individual is getting ready to bring support. Well, not support, but give you a gift in some way, shape, or form. Or positive energy in some way, shape, or form, yeah, a better light or something like that. But it's coming from another individual. And here's you have 5 clubs. Now 5 represents your emotions, and this the conclusion. When it comes to your business and career, 5 represents your emotions, and a club represents square, learning, or friction. So for the most part, here's the thing. This is a negative space when it comes to your business and career, because the only life you got as far as the red is a diamond, but it's in between. It came in between. So someone else is going to be a breath of fresh air for all the turbulent circumstances that you are surrounded in. That's what that actually means. See what I'm saying? Because something in your surrounding is opposing to what you truly want to do, and another individual or someone else is going to bring positive energy, because your feelings is something you need to learn from. You need to learn from your emotional state. Your 5 represents your emotions, and 5 represents your emotions, and the club represents learning. So you have to learn from your emotions, or you've been in conflict with your emotions in some way, shape, or form. You've been in emotional chaos, and you've been in darkness. And a lot of times, here's the things based upon your surroundings. But you're gonna get this positive energy from another individual. You just have to make sure your emotional state is in the right place. Make sure that your emotional state isn't something that you're still learning. Make sure you learned it. Make sure you learning to change something based upon this scenario that's going out of your favor. And for this other individual could come bring you a gift, or it could be another place or thing that could bring you a gift also. But in order for that to come, you have to learn about your emotional state. But don't go on just pass up an opportunity by just constantly learning. Learn it now and then change your emotional state, which you should already be experiencing things that you probably need to change. Now let's see what zodiac sign you're dealing with, or what zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify these energies for the most part. Okay, you got 3 plus 2 plus 5. So 3 plus 2 plus 5. So you're dealing with Capricorn right now. So it went straight to 10. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to do the numerology, it might be back to supported by Aries energy, but for the most part, it wasn't an overlapping. It went straight to 10. Now, if it was an overlapping, like a higher number that brought you back to 10, and then now we have to do a numerology number, and then that would be Aries or the first house. But for the most part, this went straight to 10. So it's dealing with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you're dealing with the 10th house energy or Capricorn energy itself when it comes to love matters. I mean, not love matters, when it comes to business and career. We're getting to love matters next. But when it comes to business and career, this is the circumstance in a situation where you're either dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you need to utilize it. And the better you know how to utilize Capricorn energies, the better you'll be able to ride the wave, other than getting washed up under the wave. But for the most part, what does it mean to have to utilize the 10th house or Capricorn energies for business and career? And this is actually pretty good to rectify any negative energy that you got going on, because being in the Capricorn energy space of experiencing what you are experiencing as far as business and career, Capricorn always could get a leg to stand on when it comes to this. But for the most part, let's talk about it. Now, there's a need to draw a blueprint. You might not have a blueprint, aka you may have not drawn out exactly what you actually want to do when it comes to the business and career. And Capricorn is all about status and drawing out the blueprint, initiating and creating. You know what I'm saying? That's creating the blueprint, drawing out how the building is going to look. Taurus is going to actually build the building and make sure the building is built brick by brick, as far as it being sturdy and having it to be an actual building, and everybody working on that for a fixated long period of time. Virgo is going to come in and analyze the building and see if it's constructed or is it worthy enough to be used for business. So it's going to actually see if there's any cracks in the walls, would need to be perfected, would need to be worked on, so this could be a solidified business. So when we get into Capricorn right here, you need to utilize the Capricorn energy when it comes to your business and career. You need to draw out a blueprint. You need to be more initiative. You need to be more leader-like. You need to be more entrepreneur-like. And what does that actually mean? Things that you do may not necessarily, there may not be a person in front of you that you can actually look at to be like, okay, this is how to do it, or this is how not to do it. This may be something you have to take the cardinal leadership role to draw out the blueprint yourself, whether it fail or not. You know what I'm saying? Capricorns deal with corporations and business, so they know a lot about start marketing and what work and what don't work, and putting a lot of eggs in one basket, and if it don't work, you know, being in that space to see what you could do next so you don't experience that again. But taking chances, gambling, that's Capricorn like energy. So for the most part, you got to be more, draw out the blueprint when it comes into the things things that your business and career or your job. Start to calculate and analyze and construct and organize what you're trying to do, and don't let it run off chaos energy. Know what you're actually doing for the actual purpose. Don't just be working a job and just thinking you're working a job because you just think you need a job. If you're working a job, make sure you're organizing and constructing that job for actual purpose. Like, make sure that job is part of your blueprint for what you actually want to do. Otherwise, you'll get washed up under the current. But Pisces Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, let's get into your love matters right now. So when it comes to your business and career, though, you're dealing with Capricorn energies. And, you know, based upon you not having a blueprint, it's probably why people in your surroundings is causing opposing energy towards you. But this other individual may come give you a gift on how to draw a blueprint, but your emotional state about it, you might need to learn about yourself and learn that you never have a blueprint, and that's the reason why you need to put yourself into a circumstance where you're learning about yourself emotionally, to allow this person, place, or thing externally to come in and give you this gift, so you can realize that what's opposing you in your surroundings isn't for no reason. And it might be a blessing in disguise in some way, shape, or form. So, but yeah, getting into your love matters now. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. Boom. You got 6 of clubs. 6 represents your ability to gain attention or your ability to give attention, and the way that it's constructed is in a club, which is a square, learning, or a friction. So learning could be positive or friction could be negative based upon the square. But this is what's starting off as far as your love matters. And love doesn't necessarily have to be a person. That's just the most grounded vibrational representations that we could utilize as an example. But higher vibrationals of it could be habits, desires, and things that you indulge into that you need to learn how to do in moderation because you was compromising with it too much. So coming into your love matters off the back is your ability to get attention is coming in a way you're getting attention in a negative kind of way or a friction kind of way, or the attention you getting is something you have to learn from. It's not something that's just naturally positive. You're having to learn how to analyze something, or the way you're giving attention, you may be giving attention to a love matter in some way, shape, or form in a negative way. You may be giving attention to something that you have to learn from, or something you have to learn about, or giving attention to something that's friction, something that's not quite right, something you have to rectify in some way, shape, or form. Whether it was a miscalculation, how you seen this person, place, or thing in a circumstance, but it's just when you're giving your attention, it's coming in a way of thinking, in a friction kind of way, in a way that wasn't necessarily represented to the previous thought. So keep that in mind. So that's just the first seed, though. Let's see what's actually going on as far as the movie. Now, you have 2 of clubs. Now, this is someone else that you're going to be learning from. Someone else means another individual. That's number 2. And club represents square, learning, or friction. So it's someone else you're going to have to learn from. So based upon who you're giving your attention and to someone else, you're giving your negative, or you're giving your friction, or your learning, aka giving your attention to someone else. And whoever this person or place or thing is a square in itself. It's friction and it's learning itself. So whether it's learning, if that's positive, or whether it's friction, that'd be negative of it. But it's giving you a thought that's opposing to the thought that you previously had. So whether so for an example, that's like a person was thinking negatively, and then they see a person, place, or thing that makes them think positive. So that's still going to play out as a club, but you learned something that could take you to a better place, and then it can play out negative also. Whatever that you're giving your attention to that's making you learn, this other individual is causing friction. So you're learning from a negative scenario. It can also play out like that also. Where you just discover something that frustrates you now in some way, shape, or form when it comes to love matters. But whatever scenario is playing out based upon your own spirit as a Pisces, playing out as a Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, that's how it's going to rectify. But that's just the middle of the movie. Let's come to the conclusion. Now, the conclusion of this all is this. Now, thank goodness it's positive, so it's a trine. Got a little bit of life, not all deaths, because your business and career is death in the middle of life, and then your love matter starting off as death, but it's life at the end of the road after September 23rd, if you're not experiencing a little bit of this energy already. Now, 6 of diamonds, 6 represents your ability to get attention or give attention. So you got 2 6s going on right now, just in 2 different ways. Now, for the most part, you're having to find where you have to give your attention to, but at the end, the conclusion, the attention that you're getting is a gift or positive, or you're given positive or gifted attention. So for the most part, here's how this story actually is playing out, due to the fact that you having 2 6s with a 2 in the middle. So yeah, put the 2 in the middle. So for the most part, it started off as far as your love matters as you giving your attention or getting attention in a negative way from someone else based upon what they know or what they have learned, and based upon what you know, what you have learned from this other individual. Now this puts you into a situation where you're able to give your attention in a much more positive way, or you're able to receive attention now more positively, or receive more gifts and things of that nature without any mental blockages, things of that nature. So love matters is turning out pretty good. It started off shaky though, based upon your what you was giving attention to, whether you're giving attention to a negative thought that you have to learn from, or you're receiving negative attention from someone else, which this someone else that you was giving or receiving attention from, either if you was receiving the negative attention, then this someone else is in a negative space, or this someone else is someone you're learning about, and this is who you're giving their attention to that you're learning, and this other individual is causing friction to old outdated thoughts that you was giving attention to, and it led to a positive gift that you can start giving attention to right now. So let's see what zodiac sign that you actually did, and that's just one. That was just 2 or 3. It's a few other scenarios, but y'all know how to rectify this in your own life. Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Pisces. So let's see what zodiac sign that you're actually dealing with, or what zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify these energies. Now, for the most part, you got 6 plus 2. Hold on, pardon me real quick. Pardon me 1 second. All right, 6 plus 2 plus 6. That's 14. So for the most part, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Ascendants, you get 14. Numerology, that's 1 plus 4. So that's breaking it down into 5. So you're either dealing with a Sun, Moon, or Ascendant Leo, or you're dealing with the Leo or 5th house energy itself. You see what I'm saying? Now, for the most part, here's the thing. When it comes into your love matters, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, what does it actually mean? The better you know how to utilize the Leo energy in love matters, the better you'll be able to ride the current instead of getting washed up under the current. You see what I'm saying? But, yeah, for the most part, dealing with the Leo energy in itself, when we talk about love matters, you might need to be a little bit more expressive, a little bit more dramatic, characterize things a little bit more, show your creativity within love matters a little bit more, be a little bit more expressive in some way, shape, or form in this area. Or you may actually be dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, where they're you're trying to seek attention from this Leo, or it could be vice versa. This Leo is Sun, Moon, or Ascendant is trying to seek attention from you in some way, shape, or form, and there may be just things that you're giving attention to that's just not them, or it might be things that they're giving attention to that just might not be you at the moment, and you're wishing that they give you attention in some way, shape, or form, which that becomes this other individual that you see as a gift in some way, shape, or form. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a Leo's it's Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. It could be the Leo energy itself. So it could be any sign, but that's participating in Leo energy, aka they may be receiving attention at the moment, center stage at the moment, something that's dealing with fixated fire, fixated ways of seeing and feeling about things and expressing their viewpoints, and maybe even leading to popularity in some way, shape, or form, because Leo is ruled by the sun. So keep that in mind also. So when it comes into your business and career, you're dealing with Capricorn energy, and when you're dealing with your love matters, you're dealing with Leo energy. So this is an in conjunction. So these things are at a misunderstanding right now. When it comes to your business and career and your love matters, they're at a misunderstanding right now. You don't know how to make these things an understanding match, aka you don't know how to look at your business and career in a way of being able to find love in there in some way, shape, or form, or should you even combine those two at all? And then vice versa. When it comes to you thinking about love, sometimes you think that's going to take you away from your business and career because you misunderstand the concept of love in general during this period of time. So that's how it could play out with this in conjunction of these two alignments between your business and career and your love matters. But for the most part, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, we're going to go ahead and pull a dragon card to see what you actually need to focus on to rectify both of these energies, to rectify your business and career being in Capricorn, and to rectify your love matters being in Leo. So for the most part, a dragon is how you see. So you can replace the word dragon from your to viewpoints, or your conscious, or how your idea, or your ability to see. You need a dragon to see. You need a conscious to see. So for the most part, that's your dragon. Now, whatever color dragon I pull, or the title of the dragon, is going to tell you what you need to be seeing, what you need to be focusing on, what world you need to be paying attention to in order to rectify these energies that you are experiencing at the moment. So for the most part, let's see what dragon that we pull. And get back into our energies, you know what I'm saying? You know, let's dream a little bit, because you're getting into that Neptune energy. That's where all the unicorns and dragons at. So for the most part, we know a card going to just slide out and pop out in some way, shape, or form. Oh shit. Okay, boom, we got it. Boom, we got this. What is this? This is White Gold Dragon from Lyra. Okay, White Gold Dragon from Lyra. So when we talk about Lyra right now, we're talking about music. We're talking about instruments and things of that nature. And the constellation. Also, so keep that in mind. We're talking about music. We're talking about harmony. We're talking about being more relatable. So when we're talking about music in general, this is being more relatable. Think about good music. Good music is when two or more sounds can relate to each other in a good harmonious way. Otherwise, it's going to sound chaotic and rock and rollish in a way that don't sound good. Sound distorted when all the elements is not relating to each other in a good way to make it a good pattern, to make it a good music. So for the most part, this is dragon. Replace dragon with C, and what you need to see is white gold. So you need to be seeing whiteness, which is vagueness. Whiteness is the separation of all emotional feelings and attachments and creativity. So that means being able to sit back and look at the broad perspective of something without diving into the idea or the emotion or feeling about something. So that's what white is, vagueness. Before color come in, aka before emotion or vibration come in. Just looking at the idea, just looking at the frequency. So you need to separate yourself from whatever you are emotionally invested into at the moment, for you can see the gold of something. Because whatever you're emotionally invested into may be lights, but so many lights together is seen as dark, and you can't see the gold in something. You can't see, it makes you not be able to solidify something, not make something solid as far as your creative endeavors. So you're here to see the whiteness, separate yourself and see the vague point of view, aka even if you have to go into something reckless, or even if you have to go into something with no thought or feeling at all. Just go into something based upon the experience, and the experience is what's going to manifest that white energy for you to actually see the gold in that circumstance. And gold is this solidified light, aka you being able to take an imagination and make it real, for other people to see how you're glowing, for other people to see your light. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need to be paying attention to right now. You need to be paying attention to putting yourself in a vague space so you can actually see the gold in circumstances and situations, and not be seeing what's right and wrong and what's against you and what's not against you in these circumstances and situations. And it's from Lyra. That means doing this in a more harmonious way. Make sure you're doing this in a harmonious way. You see what I'm saying? And therefore, that's all we got for goddamn Pisces out there, and that's how you're going to rectify this business and career being in Capricorn and love matters being in Leo. Goddamn, I love y'all. Flight boss. Hee hee.